Good morning, friends. We are still talking about the state of Tennessee. What is the state of Tennessee? It's where we live, yes. Okay, Tennessee has a state tree. It does. Did you know that there are different types of trees? There are. The state tree of Tennessee is called the tulip poplar. Here's a picture of a tulip poplar. I have one of these trees in my front yard. It looks kind of like this. See how the branches are growing in different ways? And here's a picture of the bark. It's very, very, very rough bark. I think it might go this way. Very rough bark. But these trees are also very strong and they grow to be very big. Here's a picture of the flowers that bloom on tulip poplars during the springtime. They are so pretty. And during the fall, tulip poplars turn bright orange and they shed a lot of leaves. Every single fall, my front yard is full of leaves from our tulip poplar tree. And we have to rake up the leaves over and over and over. It seems like almost every day we have to rake leaves in the fall because all of those leaves on that tree fall during the fall. So, the state tree of Tennessee is the tulip poplar. But there are all kinds of trees, right? Pine trees, maple trees, oak trees, beech trees, all kinds of trees. So, we get a lot of our things from trees. Did you know that? Literally almost everything in this classroom came from a tree. Almost everything. Not everything, but it's pretty close. So today, we are going to make another chart. At the top of this chart, it says, what do we get from trees? How many sections are on this chart? Can you count? 3 sections. 1, 2, and 3. So the first section says products from live trees. So products from live trees are things that we can take off of trees while the trees are still living and growing. So what could that be? Things like fruits. Yeah. Products from solid wood on the second column. So these are things that we take from the tree, like the trunk of the tree, after we have cut the tree down and killed the tree. So that's things like hardwood floors, like these floors. They're hardwood floors, they came from a tree. And the last section says products from pulping of wood. So wood pulping is when we take parts of the dead tree, just the wood that we've taken from the tree, and we put it in a bunch of chemicals and soak it in those chemicals, and then it breaks down and we can turn it into things like paper, toilet paper, paper towels, all sorts of things. So today I have some pictures and I have some objects, but we are going to write the names of some of the things that we get from trees. So let's take a look at what we have. So I said the first one says products from live trees. Here's a picture of a live tree. My friend Nathan helped me cut out a lot of these pictures. So I'm going to put this here because this is a live tree with leaves and bark, and then what's in the ground underneath the tree? Roots. There are roots in the ground underneath this tree. Those roots help it to stay in the ground and you get some water. So products from live trees. The second column says products from solid wood. So I've got some picture, or a picture of some lumber. Have you ever seen your parents use lumber? Do they go to Lowe's or Home Depot and get some lumber to maybe build a deck or work on their house or build you something, maybe like a tree house or a playhouse. Excuse me. And our last category says products from pulping of wood. This is a picture of wood that has just been pulped. It kind of looks like carpet or popcorn. It looks kind of funny. So like I said, they take solid wood, like from our second category, and they soak it in a bunch of chemicals, and then they let it dry out, and it turns into wood pulp. And we can make all kinds of things from wood pulp. Okay, so now let's take a look at some of our objects. You guys probably know what this is. A tissue. Tissues are made from wood pulp, from our third category. So I'm going to write tissues. Let's see what else we've got. A tangerine. Tangerines are picked from live trees. Oranges and tangerines grow on trees. So I'm going to write tangerines under our products from live trees column. Oh, here's one. It's so small. Can you see it? It's a toothpick. Toothpicks come from solid wood. So I'm going to write toothpicks under our solid wood category. Remember, solid wood is when we cut down a tree and we use the trunk of the tree to make things. Here is a very small cardboard box. Cardboard comes from trees, but it comes from tree or wood pulp. So after the tree has been cut down and the wood has been run through a bunch of chemicals and dried out, you can use that pulp to make cardboard boxes. This is kind of funny. So rubber. There are rubber trees, especially down in the Amazon. And these trees, you tap the tree bark and it gives you rubber. So I was trying to find some things in my house that are rubber, and I was having a hard time. The bottom of your shoes, the bottom of mine are rubber. The bottom of your shoes are probably rubber too. But this is how at my house we cook eggs. So we put this, I'm not really sure how to use it. My husband cooks breakfast outside. I may have just broken it. Okay, so we have a special grill outside. It's just a flat grill, and my husband likes to cook eggs on it. So he cracks his egg, and it stays in this ring. So this is an egg ring, but it's made of rubber. So without rubber trees, my husband couldn't make his eggs on his outside grill with his egg ring. So rubber comes from live trees. So the bottom of your shoes, you wouldn't have something to protect your feet from the floor or the ground outside without rubber on the bottom of your shoes. Paper plate. Paper plates come from trees. Since it's a paper product, it comes from wood pulp. Whenever they soak wood in a bunch of chemicals and turn it into pulp. Paper plates come from wood pulp. Here's something else that comes from wood pulp. Toilet paper. Yeah, did you know that toilet paper came from trees? Isn't that pretty crazy? I think it's really cool. Here's another product that comes from a tree. Can you pick a lemon off of a tree? You can. So lemons come from live trees because you can pick a lemon off of a lemon tree. Here's some construction paper, and here's some regular paper, some copy paper. So two different kinds of paper can come from wood pulping. There are other types of paper that we can get from wood pulping, but these are the two I wanted to show you today. Now I have some pictures because I don't have a lot of things that can come from solid wood, because usually those things are pretty big. So here's a picture of a chair. The chairs in our classroom, they're made from solid wood. They come from trees. So we can have chairs. Do you think that since our chairs are made from solid wood, what about our tables? They look a lot like our chairs, right? They do. They also come from solid wood. So I'm also going to add tables to our list. Look at this. Can you tell what that is? It's a house. Yes, you can build an entire house using solid wood. What was solid wood again? Yeah, that's when we use the trunk of the tree after the tree has been cut down, and we saw it up into a bunch of different long pieces, and we can make things from it. I've already said this one, and it's kind of hard to see, but this is wood floor. Do you have a wood floor at your house? I have wooden floors at my house. Here's a fun one. This is a wooden boat. Not a whole lot of boats are made from wood nowadays, but some of them still are. So those boats are made from solid wood. Oh, this makes me wish I was at the beach. Can you tell what this is? Have you ever seen one of these? It's a pier, a beach pier. So this is a long bridge that goes out into the ocean from off of the beach. And you can walk out there, and people like to look at the water. Some people like to fish off of these. We would not have those if we did not have trees, because those are made out of solid wood, like lumber. All right, friends. Oh, let's do this one too. Can you tell what that is? A coconut. Where do coconuts come from? Trees, yes. You can pick coconuts off of trees. So, here is our finished product. We have listed things that we can get from live trees, like tangerines, rubber, lemons, coconuts. Can you think of some more things? So all of these things can be taken from trees while the trees are still living and growing. And then over here we have products from solid wood. So here's a picture of some lumber. Remember what solid wood is? When we cut the tree down and cut it up and use that wood to make things like toothpicks, chairs, tables, homes, wooden floors, boats, beach piers. Can you think of some other things? I bet you can. There are so many things that we take from trees. And then our last category is products from pulping of wood. So remember, wood pulping is when we cut down the tree, we cut it up, and then we soak that wood in chemicals and dry it out, and then it gives us this product called wood pulp. And then we can take the wood pulp to make things like tissues, cardboard boxes, paper plates, toilet paper, and all sorts of paper like construction paper, copy paper, all kinds of different paper. So, if you're at home, you can make your own chart. You could look for things on the internet, like pictures, to help you find different things that trees give us, or you could look around your house. Maybe you have a rubber egg ring at your house, maybe you have a lemon, maybe you have a paper plate, and you could think about how all of those things came from a tree. Isn't that amazing? None of this stuff would be here if it weren't for trees. So trees are very, very important, correct? Yes. All right, friends, I will see you again tomorrow. Bye.